helmet is so big.
Lord Helmet! I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
Comb the desert, do you hear me? Comb the desert!
Sir?
What?
Hi, I'm a black sitcom. Scrolling through HBO Max one day, I was bored looking for a movie, and I came across Spaceballs, something that I had forgot existed and what felt like a fever dream from when I was little. Before I let you guys know why I think this is like the best parody movie of all time, if not one of the best movies of all time, let's talk about Spaceballs. Coming out in 1987, June 24th, Mel Brooks of all people, Spaceballs is a crazy Star Wars take. Spaceballs is a revolutionary movie that I hold very near and dear to my heart because I believe it started an era of parody movies that are amazing. Scary movie, a superhero movie, there's a whole bunch that I can name, but now that we've gotten introductions out of the way, let's get into it. Starting off in Spaceball 1 with Dark Helmet and all his colonel and commander assholes surrounding him. We see the story progress very fluidly. Spaceballs has a very beautiful way of pacing the story while bringing in comedy at the same time. The plot is still very evident no matter the fact that they're still making fun of a movie in their own sweet way. It's still its own thing. It has a story. It's not just senseless tropes that are portrayed over and over again through characters, and they're not just repeating the same joke about the same character over and over again. And this is a big thing I see a lot of new parody movies miss out on. The fact that their characters aren't really their own characters. They're just kind of making rips and easy jokes that a YouTuber can make in a YouTube video like this one, when in all reality, people don't go to the movies for a YouTube video. They're going to the movies to be immersed, to be in the story. Even if it's goofy, the whole point of watching a movie is watching a story, and if you're not immersed in the story, there's no point of watching the movie. Before I subject you guys to some pretty bad parody movie flops and fails, and one big example I have of one, let's talk about a good one, some good ones. Scary Movie, great example of what I think Spaceballs has. Even though each of these movies is just taking rips and low-hanging fruit at a lot of scary movies that were out at the time, they still built their own characters, had their own universe, and they went on their own stories. Their wacky adventures kept viewers immersed, and they gave them laughs. This movie is a classic to me, just like Spaceballs, for the simple reason that it's its own movie. It's not supposed to be a parody movie, even though that it is one. It's its own film. Another movie that does this very well in my opinion is a superhero movie. I love it so much, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm forgetting his name now. I'll probably put it on screen. The main character who also plays Ultimate Spider-Man, he's great in the movie, I'm not gonna lie. I think a superhero movie is another good example of a movie that starts characterization for characters early and gives it its own story. His version of Uncle Ben wasn't even Uncle Ben. Each character served a purpose that could have been in its predecessor, but they made them their own roles. They gave each role its own spin. They didn't just make each movie what its predecessor was. They built on what was there, and they gave us something beautiful, something hilarious. I'm sorry I have to subject you guys to this, but here you go.
Like something. Hashtag Holy Davison. Holy Davison. You're silent.
Got that, Mary?
Yes, Your Honor. His pee don't work.
Alright, time to reel it back in. Spaceballs. Spaceballs is one of the best movies because I think it does all of these things, and it did all of these things extremely early on. It's a revolutionary film, not for the simple reason that it makes jokes or that the jokes are funny, but the fact that the jokes were original, the jokes were their own. They made their own film out of something that was already there, and their universe is linked in the weirdest and funniest way, and I will always love that. Hey guys, Hey guys, a black sitcom here. I forgot to record an outro originally, so have a blessed one. Love you guys, and if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. See you later, and comment what movies you would like me to review next or whatever. See you.